Hello, Namaste, welcome everyone onto my educational channel. Today we are going to discuss about the mutual relation between the Triguna, Tridosha and Panchamahabhuta. Basically, the interrelationship between Triguna, Tridosha and Panchamahabhuta is a fundamental to understanding the holistic view of health and disease in Ayurveda. These three concepts represent the building blocks of the universe and the human body, combining physical and psychological dimensions. So, without wasting any time, we try to understand about this concept with precisely. So first of all, we discuss about the Triguna and its relation between the Tridosha and Panchamahabhuta. So the state of modification proceeds according to the various modes of the Triguna. They are the Sattva, Raja and Tam. Triguna are the basic constituents which are responsible for the mental character. For example, Sattva is considered as a Prakashakam or enlightener, which enlighten the intelligence. Raja, it is called as a Pravartakam, that initiator who activates the person. Tama is considered as a Niyamak, that controller who restricts from activities. So all these three guna work in close collaboration with each other. The pure sattvic one is free from causing abnormalities as it is gifted with the auspiciousness, whereas the rasic type is impure because it is promote furious temperament. In the same way, the tamasic one is impure because of bewilderment. So vitiation of rajas and tamas produce the different type of the psychological disorders. Psychological disorders affect the body and in same way physical dosha affect the man. So man and sharir are the interrelated. Properties of triguna are found in tridosha and Panchamahabhuta constitute the three dosha and that Panchamahabhuta are the composed of three guna. So let's we try to understand about what is the Trigunatmak composition of Panchamahabhuta. So the Trigunatmak composition of the Panchamahabhuta is that Akash Mahabhuta is predominantly constituted by the Sattva guna. Vayu Mahabhut is predominantly constituted by the Rajoguna. Agni Mahabhut that is predominantly with a form with the combination of the Sattva and Rajas. And Jal Mahabhut which is predominantly constituted by the Sattva and Tamas. While the Prithvi Mahabhuta is predominantly constituted by the Tamas Mahabhut. Now we discuss about the Panchamahabhutam. Ayurveda is based on the Panchamahabhuta theory, which considers every matter, either it is a living or inert, is composed of all five elements, such as Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, and Prithvi. So, depending upon the permutation and combination of these elements and its quantity in given matter determines its properties. According to that, it exhibits the specific functions. So, according to above theory, those are composed of Panchamahabhuta. So, let me try to understand about the Panchamahabhutic composition of the Tridosha. So, what is the Panchamahabhutic composition of Tridosha? So, let me try to understand. The combination of Akash and Vayu Mahabhut produce the Vata dosh, and Pitta dosh is formed from the with the predominance of the Agni Mahabhut. Prithvi and Jal Mahabhut combination give rise to the Kapha dosh. So even though different Mahabhuta are responsible for the formation of the different doshas, the little amount of every Mahabhuta is present in each dosha. Predominant among them are considered as a responsible for the formation of the concern dosha, and that concern dosha, according to the predominance of the Panchamahabhuta, possess the specific type of the attributes, and on the basis of that attribute, the dosha exhibit the specific functions. Now we discuss about the Tridosha. Dosh is a bioenergy constituted by the relative predominance of the Panchamahabhutas. On the basis of the Panchamahabhuta composition, it possesses the specific attributes. And in according to that, it exhibits the specific functions such as Vata is responsible for the initiating, controlling, and coordinating all gross and microscopic movement in our body and acquiring, carrying the knowledge from different senses. Pitta is concerned with the digestion, metabolism, assimilation, and biological transformation, while the Kapha is responsible for the growth, development, and stability. So, if they are in equilibrium status in our body and mind, will responsible for maintain the homeostasis, and if they are abnormal, will create the different type of the abnormality. Now we discussed about the Trigunatmak composition of the. So what is that Trigunatmak composition of Tridosha? Let me try to understand about that. So Vata dosha is dominant with the Rajaguna. Pitta dosha is dominant with the Sataguna. And Kapha dosha is dominant with the Tamoguna. So now what is the closing message of this lecture? So basically the Tridosha, Triguna and Panchamahabhuta status in our body determine the either that human being will be healthy or he will be diseased person. For example, health is the balance of Tridosha, Triguna and Panchamahabhuta. If imbalance in any leads to disruption in the others, and that eventually lead to the different type of the pathological consequence in that individual. For example, stress that caused due to the rajas and vata increase, and that lead to the insomnia and anxiety, and overeating that would concern with the increase the tamas and kapha, and as well as the panchamahabhuta relation is prithvi and jal overload, so that will lead to the obesity and depression. So the Panchamahabhutas, Tridosha and Triguna form the basis of all diagnosis and treatment procedure in Ayurveda. Balancing there is the best way to maintain health and to cure disease caused by the physical, mental and spiritual factor. Thank you.